Hey everybody, so we're back again on the roastingly hot garage set at my parents' house with my good buddy Ashley from Chip Builds. She actually has a YouTube channel, believe it or not, unlike my other friend. But let's dive into this week's project, which is part 2 of the knife holder, which has been slightly disassembled for the purposes of adding on the belt strap. Are you ready to watch me not burn my hair off?
I am ready.
Good, because Chris, I'm not burning my hair off again. That was embarrassing. Okay, so off camera what I've done is I've just taken a piece of raw brass stock from the hobby shop and bent it. And I've also come along and tried to clean up the back of the brass as best as I can because clean brass works better. Then we're going to locate that in a minute, but one thing we are going to use is this stuff. It's solder paste. Have you ever worked with this?
No.
It's actually really nice. It's flux and solder particles mixed together, so all you do is you apply it, you heat it, you don't breathe the flux fumes, and you're done. You'll see it's actually really handy if you do a lot of soldering. So let's go ahead and try and locate, put the flux paste on, then try and locate everything, and then blast it with the propane torch and melt it into place. And fingers crossed, nobody's going to get burned in the process, including the GoPro, because that would suck.
That would super suck.
That would be really bad.
Yeah.
That would not make a good video. And then on this week's episode, we nuked the GoPro.
Yeah. I am excited to see how that works.
Yeah, it's actually really cool stuff the way it works. You don't need much. That's the other nice part. It's okay. I have a lot of short friends. I don't judge them for it. It's always like,
Does it ever dry up?
A little bit, but you can just squeeze it out. I mean, the flux gets kind of hard, but it still is usable. So, approximately where do we want it? Like, probably about...
Yeah, I think so.
And
then do we push on it or no?
Yeah, we will. We're going to kind of line it up as best as we can. There's a little bit of excess overflow. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
So, that looks pretty good to me. If it's not perfectly centered, it's fine.
I think that's fine. I mean, no one's going to see it.
Yeah, so what we've done is we've stuck this on the back here. You'll also notice that I drilled out some holes. That is to allow the solder to kind of wick in, and hopefully it'll give us a stronger joint, and it shows us when the solder's flowed. So, let's go ahead and fire El Porcho up. Don't aim it at your friend. That's, like, not cool to do.
No. I have long hair.
I have long hair, too.
Yes, that is true.
And I should know better than to point torches at people just because I'm a welder-ish person. So you'll see, and...
That's so cool.
Yeah, it looks like it loads. I'm going to just hit the other side really fast. I'm also trying not to heat this any more than I need to, because the last thing I want to do is totally discolor the brass. So let's shut that down. Give it a minute, because lead solder holds a lot of heat. And yeah, I think that's on there. So that is that part. Now the main thing is, yes, the knife does fit, and I will grab this with a towel so I don't burn myself. Oh, that's nice. It didn't really even discolor on the inside. Awesome.
Was it supposed to?
No, I didn't want that. So we can try popping the knife in there. Just careful, the brass might be a little bit warm. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it's still kind of warm. So the knife does actually fit in there, which is awesome. The only problem is we didn't take that into account, so we might run to the local hardware store and get, you know what, yeah, we should probably just run to the local Osh and get some washers just to...
Because that's a nice clearance on the screws, too.
Yeah, just so we can prop it up, and or we can... You know, we should probably get some 440 washers and then also see if we can't just...
remove it.
Remove it while we're there, or at least loosen it, just for the heck of it. But I do seriously want to double check that the clearances are all good on this, just to make sure, so that way if I need to make new ones up in SF, I can, because that's where I did it. But that is what is up with that, so I think our next stop will be the hardware store for hardware, but you can definitely see that it's soldered on there, and how hot is it?
Is it so hot?
You can touch it for about a second. You won't. But the nice thing is, belt which is on fire.
I know, seriously. That's like the only belt I have, so...
Yeah, that's why I was making sure. But yeah, the belt fits in there nicely, so... Awesome.
So anyone wants to send me a new belt,
Yeah, she'll probably have a P.O. box by the end of this episode. Okay, so we're back from dinner in Osh Run. We grabbed ourselves a Torx driver because we don't have one. Do you have the knife?
But,
Sweet. Because what we need to do is we need to take off this, what will be useless, knife clip thingamajig. Oh, thank God, I think I got the right size.
I did not take that into consideration.
No,
My
it's-
bad.
Hey, you know, quite honestly, this is the stuff that I like to show on the show, to show people what to look for, so don't feel bad. This is all part of the design process. So don't worry. If you didn't realize you made a mistake by forgetting a dimension, we have a different problem there.
Yeah.
Believe me, you can try and design something on paper all you want, but until you actually build the physical item, you're never really going to know if it's going to work. And the beauty of this modular design is, once we figure out the proper thickness when I get back home, I can very easily knock out the proper sized spacers, nail them down, and you can install them.
Mhm.
So it's no big deal. I think we could make the spacers a little shorter, but okay, I think that works.
Yay!
Seriously, this was like one of those projects that I had no clue if it was going to work or not, based off a drawing, and it actually has worked. High five. Jill will be proud.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's actually try this thing on.